Hello friends, welcome to my channel ELS English Literature Studies with Core Harpreet. Today I will discuss about the comedy of humors, that is the type of comedy. Before that I have also discussed what is romantic comedy and what is comedy, that is also discussed by me in my previous videos. If you are interested, you can check those videos also. So let's get started with comedy of humors. That is our topic, the comedy of humors. The comedy of humors, it is a form of drama typically at the end of the 16th century and the beginning of the 17th century. It was based on the medieval and Renaissance belief. What was the belief? That characters are ruled by a particular passion. That was the belief that people's actions are governed by the dominant bodily humor, or we can say they were ruled by a particular passion or trait, right? Comedy of humors. It was introduced by Ben Jonson in English drama. Ben Jonson, he is the first dramatist who popularized this dramatic genre during the late 16th century. And this term is derived from the word humor, which means liquid. It comes from a physiological theory of four fluids. This theory, this is based on the theory of physiological theory of four fluids found in the human body, and a normal man has these four fluids in a balanced proportion, which include phlegm, blood, yellow bile and black bile. And when properly balanced, these humors were thought to give the individual a healthy mind in a healthy body, right? And excess of these liquids have a different effect on the human. And what are the drawbacks or excess when we have these liquids in excess? What are the drawbacks? First one is the humor of blood. When it is in excess, it makes a man excessively optimistic, even without the slightest chance of hope or success. Not even a slightest chance of hope is left when he has this liquid in excess, when it is not in a appropriate proportion, right? When there is excess of phlegm, then the person is excessively calm. And when there is choler or yellow bile in inappropriate proportion, the person is highly ill-tempered. And next is black bile. When black bile is not in its appropriate proportion, the person is excessively melancholic, right? These are the drawbacks of excess of these liquids. It means that person or the character, if he has these properly balanced these humors, then we think that the individual has a healthy mind in a healthy body, right? Then if the balance is not right, the person might be phlegmatic, melancholic, sanguine or bilous, right? These are the four fluids, and if these are not in appropriate proportion, then the person may be thoughtful, passive, pessimistic, anxious, restless, talkative, easygoing, right? Leadership, carefree. So if these liquids are not in inappropriate, these liquids are in appropriate proportion, these are the drawbacks, right? Characters whose humors are out of balance are eccentric. Next we have, these are the works of Ben Jonson, very important works. Every Man is in His Humor, Every Man Out of His Humor, The Alchemist, Volpone, then The Magnetic Lady, then Sejanus, Volpone and The Silent Woman. All these are the important works by Ben Jonson, right? In Ben Jonson's comedies, characters are entirely motivated by their peculiar dominant passions or humor. That is the reason that his comedies, we can say his comedies are named as comedy of humors. This is C-O-M-E-D-Y. This is C-O-M-E-D-Y, right? And when Ben Jonson actually dissociated himself from this degenerate meaning of the word humor, he took this word humor, he took it back to the original physiological sense and fitted it into the context of his concept of the nature and function of comedy. Just as a man in his physique has a dominant humor, similarly he has a dominant passion in his psyche also, right? And under the influence of this dominant passion or humor, A man may become greedy, jealous, coward, and so on, whatever is discussed in previous slide. He may become restless, anxious, carefree, and so on, right? And Johnson clarified in the prologue to Every Man Out of His Humor that he took this word humor from Madison, and he used this word as a metaphor for the general disposition of a man, right? And the comedy of humors has a highly didactic aim, right, which was sought to be realized through style leveled at various humors. When we talk about Volpone, when we talk about his work Volpone, it is the star on cupidity of human character, right? And The Alchemist, that is star on greed. Bartholomew Fair on hypocritical Puritans. The Silent Woman is a star on jittery melancholics. And The Staple of News is a star on irresponsible newsmongering and the uncultured craving for thrills and so on, right? It was not without reason that Ben Jonson characterized more than one of his comedies as comical stars, right? And now, what is the difference between romantic comedy and comedy of humors? Both these comedies, romantic comedy and comedy of humors, are significantly different types of drama, right? When we talk about romantic comedy, it is a genre that deals with light-hearted, humorous plots, and it is based on ideal. It is based on forever love stories, right? It is often called rom-com as well. And if you want to know more about what is romantic comedy, you can check out my previous video. Link will be given in the description box. And now, what is the difference between romantic comedy and comedy of humors? Comedy of humors, that is a kind of drama which focus on one or more characters who have prominent traits significant to their personalities. That is the difference between romantic comedy and comedy of humors, and it will be more clear to you when you will watch my previous video also, what is romantic comedy. And I will also suggest to watch what is comedy, and after that it will be easy for you to understand the types of comedy, right? So friends, this is all about my today's topic. I hope you will like the content, and if you like it, please hit the like button, share and subscribe my channel, and if you are new to my channel, please hit the bell button so that you can get notifications for my upcoming videos. Thanks a lot for watching.